Hello everybody and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions. It's another round of Champions League predictions. It's Ian and Tom with you as always. Please give this video a like and a quick big shout out to our Patreon followers, the fantastic four that they are. Details are on the screen, but our Patreon backers are PJ Simpson, Robert Allen, Grandstand Betters and Matthew Bowden. Thank you very much to those guys. You really are absolute legends in our book. And if you want to be an absolute legend as well, join up on Patreon. But that is the grandstanding and hot dogging out of the way because we've got too much European excitement to get into. Thomas, start the ball rolling.
Borussia Dortmund versus Sevilla.
They've nearly done it, Thomas. Dortmund have nearly wedged Sevilla out of this tournament, and they were absolutely cruising at half-time. They were 3-1 up and absolutely smashing them. Like, Sevilla could barely get out of their half. They just couldn't live with Dortmund. But Sevilla somehow come away only losing 3-2. So still give themselves a chance. You could see Sevilla going 1-0 up early in this game and it being really nervy for Dortmund because they love to fuck things up, don't they?
Yeah, you never count Sevilla out in Europe, do you? They're so good at grinding out results, and they're so good at, like, you know, you're like, well, they've got to win here, but they're going to come in and they're going to be cagey. They're not cagey. They'll come in and they'll attack. They'll come out of nowhere and they'll just hound Dortmund. But Dortmund have turned a corner, it seems to me, especially in the Bundesliga. Their results are getting better. They're improving. Jadon Sancho's having a better year. And let's be honest, Eric Haaland's playing in this, so Dortmund will get a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 3 goals from him. Score prediction, Mr. Allen.
You said about turning corners. I think Sevilla have turned a corner the wrong way as well. So I'm going to go for what we all want to happen to make this tournament better. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Dortmund win. So they go comfortably through to the quarterfinals.
3-0 to the Gelden Schwarz.
Yes, that stands for orange and yellow.
Exactly.
Juventus versus FC Porto.
Right, so Ian's limited to 1 minute or less to talk about Juventus because apparently my Ronaldo love is sickening and makes him want to kill himself. But holy hell, the man is the greatest striker on earth, and he will drag this Juventus side through. He's already pulling them up the table in the Serie A. FC Porto to its friends, did really well to get a 2-1 result, but this Juventus side have the cagey, wily know-how. Oh, that's a minute, so I'm going with Juventus 3-1.
Yeah, they were awful in the first leg, Juventus. And Porto did do really well, and Juve were quite lucky to come out only losing 2-1. But the fact they got that away goal could be absolutely massive. And I think it will be an old-fashioned Italian-style 1-0 win with Ronnie getting the winner and Juventus going through on away goals.
He's a beautiful, beautiful man.
To Aaron Ramsey.
Yes. Liverpool versus RB Leipzig.
RB Leipzig, Thomas. Do they have any chance at all of turning this tie around? If they get an early goal, do you give them a chance?
No. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but Liverpool, when they're playing badly in the league, just seem to be like Champions League gold. Doesn't matter. They're gonna win this. They're gonna win this game 2-0 at home.
Yeah, they did well, didn't they, in that first leg? But they could have. Like Leipzig kind of had a chance right at the start of the game, didn't they? And it could have been very different. But because Leipzig they didn't get a goal in the first. Yeah, it's going to be Liverpool. What we're talking about, which is they've still got a bit to learn in Nagelsmann. Shows his inexperience at times.
I think he does a great job with the team he has, but you do look at RB Leipzig and you're like, on paper, there's only one team that wins this, even with 73 first-team injuries.
I think I speak for the whole of Europe where I say, prove us wrong, Leipzig. Prove us wrong. Yeah, I'm going for another 2-0 Liverpool win. Actually, what am I talking about? 2-1. They're not going to keep a clean sheet. Tom, you're not a religious man.
But every now and then a man must pray.
You praying to Alex Ferguson again?
Yes. He hears what I need.
Paris Saint-Germain versus Barcelona. So I don't know what you're laughing at. I don't know what Tom's laughing at here. I don't know whether he's laughing at Barcelona for the first leg or whether he's looked into the future and he's laughing at PSG for when Barcelona do the amazing comeback again.
I just, much like seeing Liverpool crash and burn in the Premier League after the ridiculous amount of superlatives the media couldn't stop giving them last year. Admittedly, they deserved a lot of them. Barcelona's end to this dynasty is just burning up in flames. And it's ending with the entire management structure going to jail for embezzlement. And it turns out Lionel Messi is making £492 million a year, which not even the Spanish government could look past. They were like, you're paying him $500 million? Your books don't make sense anymore, my team. And the team's falling apart, and it looks like Messi might leave. They just keep getting up in the league. They are a shambles, and this is where PSG finally right. They right that awful, awful night at the Bernabeu. Of course, they'll be writing it at the Parc des Princes or wherever they play, but they are going to smash up Barcelona again. It is going to be 5-0 to Maurizio and his boys.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Barcelona have improved in the league, and they are doing well, and they're chasing down Atleti quite well, actually. But it's too big of a gap, and PSG are going to score goals in this game. And I see it being a high-scoring draw, actually. I'm going to go for a 2-2.
Fool. Mad fool. Mad fool.
Perfectly fine. That's a fine, acceptable result for Paris Saint-Germain.
As long as Barcelona don't win, I will accept your result. And now it's time to end it here. So, everybody, thank you for following.
Wait. Stop trying to wriggle and worm away, you wriggly, wormy thing. As night follows day, it's time for the main course. That's right. It's Europa League speed round.
Slavia, Prague, Rangers.
Glasgow Rangers have been absolutely amazing in Europe. They won 9-5 overall in their tie against Royal
Exciting.
Antwerp. Been killing it. There's only a matter of time before they're crowned champions in Scotland as well. But this is a tough one. Slavia Prague knocked out Leicester. Leicester kind of sleptwalked into that one by not doing enough in the away leg and then leaving the door open for Slavia Prague to sucker punch them. So it's going to be interesting. I think it'll be a draw. I'm going to go for 1-1.
We'll just quickly say that is the Leicester City Brendan Rodgers March effect, where every team he manages must fall apart. This Rangers side actually are tons of fun, so I'm going to totally flip the script from constantly saying they're going to lose every game. They are going to beat Slavia Prague 6-5 away from home.
UEFA clearly trying to rig the draw against us. Are we going to see a repeat of what happened last year?
Well, if we are, it will be on Thursday, the 18th of March, as opposed to the 11th of March. I think we can expect Arsenal to do well here, be in control, ship some random goals, because Bernd Leno isn't up to it, and they should never let Martinez go. This club is a shit show, but they will win this first leg. 3-2. 3-2.
They're not a shit show. They're the best side in this tournament. Probably the best side in the world, to be fair. It should be. If they played Bayern, they'd beat them in the World Championships. But it'd be a 2-1 Arsenal win. I'm not expecting it to be an easy night for the Gooners at all.
Tottenham Hotspur for Team United, so good.
You see how they rig it against Arsenal? They give Arsenal Olympiakos, they give Tottenham Dinamo Zagreb. It's actually going to be a cakewalk for Spurs. It's an easy one. Probably one of the easier ties they could have had. And Spurs are going to have no problem here. And it's going to be 3-0 to Tottenham.
Yeah, we all know how tough it is to travel to like Ukraine or anywhere like that to play a football match. But they're at home in the first leg. 4-0.
I'll try and control my laughter on this one, but it is a big game, even if it is in the Europa League, even if it is in the afterthought that's even behind the Pizza World Championships. This tournament, it is a huge match with Zlatan Ibrahimovic coming back to absolutely torture his old club. This is all going to be about Zlatan. I absolutely love this guy. Zlatan. It's time for the main event.
Manchester United host European heavyweights AC Milan. As always, a total and complete fool. Everybody knows Zlatan isn't playing this. Everybody knows that. He's injured. But he's not really injured. He's just afraid because Ole's at the wheel.
Is he not playing really? Is he out?
He's out. He's out.
Right, now I better start this again. It's a big game in Europe. It's time for the main event. AC Milan doing really well this year in Serie A, and they look a much improved side over they've been recently. Coming up against a Manchester United side who just can't put the ball in the back of the net, but you don't want to hear my words. Let's throw it over to the resident expert Manchester United fan, Thomas Pickering.
2 straight 0-0 draws. 2 straight 0-0 draws from the best attacking side in England. What an absolute joke. But I tell you what, let's play Fred and Matic at the base of our midfield, because that is the most... I'm done with this. United have looked woeful. A 0-0 draw against Crystal Palace. I didn't actually think there'd be a more boring match than Chelsea-Man United, but then they played again and it was more boring than the first time. But apparently that one possible penalty should have saved us and made...
And they don't talk about the penalty that Chelsea should have had in the reverse fixture, where Harry Maguire nearly tore the head off the player. Anyway, Tom, let's talk about Man United AC Milan. Let's talk about that.
This 10 years ago would have been the sort of match that, like, Sky Sports would have chopped their left testicle off to televise. I mean, these are 2 European royalty sides playing each other. Even I'm laughing slightly because they're doing it in the round of 16 of the Europa League. But both of them are having what, by their own standards in modern times, are good years. Both of them technically can win a trophy this year, so it's a good year for both of them. But Zlatan being out is going to be the deciding factor in this. Edinson Cavani, not sure who this guy is, but apparently he's quite good at striker, and Man United have gotten back. And with Bruno Fernandes behind him, United will re-exert their dominance over a fantastic Italian side and win by the patented scoreline of 1-0.
Yeah, even without Zlatan, I'm really looking forward to seeing this AC Milan cycle. I haven't actually seen a lot of them play this season. I really want to see what they're all about, and it's a big test for them. Whereas Ollie just seems like he can just get away with it. Like it's like he could go out. No. I know we're going to make fun of it, but it just seems like Man United could go out here and there'll be like no repercussions for him whatsoever.
Oh, that's what you mean. You mean that nothing matters and he is gone. Yes, sorry.
Pretty much, yeah. I think this one might be a draw, actually. I think this one, Man United just not playing very well at the moment, and I think AC Milan might come away with a 1-1 draw.
Well, you know the rules. Never show weakness, Ian. Never
of course,
show
of course.
weakness.
Why would you?
All that's left is for me to thank all of you for watching, to let you know that after the 18th of March, we will be doing dedicated Europa League videos to the, I believe, quarterfinals and beyond.
It's either the quarterfinals or the last 8. I'm not sure what they got to.
Unless Man United aren't in it, and then expect me to completely veto this plan and just not come in. But anyway, thank you all for liking, subscribing. Let us know your comments down below. Please, genuinely, if you enjoy this channel and you watch the videos, sign up to our Patreon. The championship is a wonderful place to be.
If Man United do go out, I'll be doing it with like a Tom puppet.
Yeah, quite literally, because I won't be here.
What do you think the score's going to be? Oh, Jesus, Tom, you can't say that. That's terrible.
I mean, I did predict the 6-5 Rangers victory in the first game, so I can't be trusted anyway. But thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for being here. Please check the Amazon affiliates. Sign up for Patreon. Join us every week, and we are live streaming every Saturday at 2:45. So please come join us for that. It's the only socializing we're allowed. I spoke to Boris; he's allowed it. It's happening even after April the 12th and June the 23rd when clubs are open. We will still be here on a Saturday. I may just be mildly more hungover, and I'm just rambling now. So thank you for watching.
What is he talking about?
Stay safe and much love from us.
It's like the end of Return of the King. Just never ends.